Okay, hey guys, so we've been home for a while and we've just been relaxing and resting, and now we wanted to do her name reveal. And so I know you guys have been waiting for a really long time for this. A part of me wanted to do this like long, elaborate, beautiful montage video, but as we all know, parenting is really hard and I had a wake-up call and all those ideas just went out the window. So I was like, there's no way I'm gonna be able to do that. That just seems so far-fetched right now. But we are gonna share her name with you guys in a second. We wanted to share a little bit about the birth experience.
Well, first I kind of want to go into just the whole process of like why we went to the hospital at first. One, her water broke, so when we weren't at the hospital, her water broke and she was like, whoa, what was that? I've never felt that before.
It was like the movies, like for sure. Mine was totally different than probably a lot of people.
Yeah, and so we went to the hospital and then they admitted us and then we labored some more, Brittany did. And then, which by the way, she found out that like sitting in a hot or a warm tub helps a lot.
Yeah, it did.
When you're having contractions, so just a good hint. And then there we were just, you know, she was in labor for like 12 hours. She was born at 3:42 a.m. On the 15th of December, which is a day before my birthday, the 16th. And so if she would have just waited a little bit longer, no, I'm just kidding. But yeah, so she was born on the 15th. When she was born, she was 9 pounds, or 9 pounds. So when she was born, she was 7 pounds 9 ounces. So bigger than we both guessed. I think I guessed like 6, 8.
Yeah, I guessed in the 6 range because I was a 6 baby, and I did not expect I would be carrying bigger than a 6 baby.
Yeah, but she was.
But I was.
She was 19.5 inches long, and she came out with a full head of hair.
Yes.
Just like
both of us. Yeah, look at her little hair, her little face.
And Brittany was getting like a lot of heartburn too, and I don't know if you were getting indigestion or not, but
like the last 2 weeks, that's when I was getting indigestion and stuff. But
so if you have indigestion and you're like,
it's totally not a thing.
Your baby could come out with a lot of hair.
To reveal her name is, drumroll, Eva Grace.
Yeah.
Yes.
Eva Grace. Cute little Eva Grace.
So her first name is Eva and her middle name is Grace. And it's this crazy long story that we'll try to like condense, but basically whenever I was in 7th grade, I heard the name Eva from someone, and as a 7th grade girl, I was like, oh, babies, you know, one day I'm gonna have a baby. And when I heard the name Eva, I was like, that's my baby's name. Like, my first girl's name is going to be Eva, and I was just super excited about that, and I carried that with me forever. And then whenever I met Connor, I actually told him like, the name of our daughter is going to be Eva. And so I don't know why we like started thinking about baby names.
We were so young. We were like 15 and
so in love.
In love, yeah. So
yeah.
We came up with like, I don't know, 12 different names that we thought would be good, but Eva always stuck as that's definitely gonna be our first daughter's name is Eva. And then we were thinking about the middle name, and we came upon Grace. And,
and his sister's middle name is Grace. And
Olivia.
We really love that name, and so in our minds we're like, okay, Eva Grace, like that's gonna be her name. Kind of just this fantasy thing of one day when we have children, her name will be Eva Grace.
Yeah, I actually have I would draw a lot of pictures and notes that I would write her in school, and I drew a picture of, I think it was it the hippo?
The hippo, yeah.
Oh, of like two like hippos in love. This is very cheesy, but 2 hippos were in love with each other, and one of the hippos, or either one of the hippos' name was Eva, or the baby hippo's name was Eva. But I was in like 10th grade, I think.
Yeah, he was
high school.
When we would write notes to each other.
And I think we still have that.
I think we do.
Still have it somewhere. But.
And he actually has, when we got to high school, or no, we got to high school when he was in 11th or 12th grade. He was in welding, and he actually made her name that's an EVA, but then when you flip it upside down, it actually is love. So it could be love or Eva, which is really cool.
Yeah, that was actually.
And I think I have that too, but I can't remember where it is. But yeah, so we had her name Eva Grace. So then fast forward to almost a year ago, you know, we tried to get pregnant, and we were trying to get pregnant. And as a lot of you guys know our story of it took like months for us to have her or conceive her, and so that was really difficult, and we were getting really frustrated and discouraged that we weren't able to have a baby. And in like March time, one of my friends had a baby, or conceived her baby. She told everybody that she was pregnant, and I was like, again, discouraged because we both were trying and I wasn't. And I just like really felt like the Lord was saying, like confirming, you're gonna have a daughter, and her name is gonna be Eva Grace, because Eve is my first daughter and Eva will be your first daughter. And then Grace, all the grace that I've given you throughout your marriage is going to be passed down to her. And so her name will be Eva Grace. And again, like he said, it was going to be a girl, like his first daughter. And a part of me was like, God, is it really going to be a girl? Am I really going to have a daughter? But then I like kept trusting that. And after he told me that, 5 to 6 weeks later, that's when I found out I was pregnant. So it was like he basically told me around the time when we conceived her, which was amazing. So yeah, it was just really cool. And then the whole pregnancy, I kept questioning. He said it's gonna be our first daughter, but he didn't technically say our first child. So I don't know if it's gonna be a girl or not. But I was like, I'm just gonna trust him. And so it turned out to be a girl. She's a girl, and her name is Eva Grace. And so our first daughter, like his first daughter. So that's a little bit of the story. And
she's just so beautiful.
Yeah, she's so beautiful. And I thought it was cool because kind of was like a silly, funny story. If a lot of you guys who follow our journey know that we have apple trees, and the word that he gave me for this year was flourish. And one of my friends, she nicknamed her Blossom. And it's funny because her, like, if you think about the Old Testament, Eve, the way that sin came into the world was from an apple. And so for her, Eva, we have apple trees, but then she has Grace, which is because of Jesus. And so she lives in the redemption of Jesus with apple trees and being Eve. I just thought that was like a funny connection.
It is, yeah. And she's gonna hear about all this whenever she gets, actually, we're gonna make her watch all of these videos that we post about her.
I know.
When she gets
I'm
older.
like, all of these silly connections I made in my head, I'm like, God was doing something, whether they were actually like actual connections or not. I feel like she just has a beautiful story of God did something in our life that was cool, that we were really discouraged about, but then he gave us a promise that we were gonna have a child, and now she's here, and now she's beautiful and wonderful. So it was just really cool how 7th grade and then high school us came up with her name, and now we're here in our room with our baby.
With our baby, yeah. I was saying to Brittany yesterday, like, your 10-year high school reunion is coming up in like 2 years. And so like, if we went to that and just showed everybody, be able to, you know, they would like almost know the story, because a lot of them were always around me and Brittany when we were in high school, and they knew like the names that we wanted to name our kids.
Yeah, they knew we were gonna have children one day.
Yeah,
and we were gonna be married, first married, then children.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's her name, Eva Grace, and she's the most precious little baby. So yeah, that's basically it. But I'll give you guys one last look at her. Who do you guys think she looks like, huh? Me or Connor? What'd you do?
I was just pointing at you.
Oh.
She looks like you a lot.
So. Which
I'm very grateful for.
Yeah, she's gonna be so beautiful.
If she had my attributes.
No, she'd be beautiful too.
One ugly baby.
No. She's a perfect mixture, I think.
Yeah.
But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thanks for being so patient in her name reveal. But now you know,
Eva Grace.
Eva Grace, our beautiful daughter. So we will see you in our next video. Also, be praying that we get some sleep tonight and the following nights.
Yes, and for the next 3 years of our life.
3 years, yeah. So we'll see you guys in our next video. Bye.
Bye.